How's it going, everyone? I've got some more magic for you today with the Midweek Magic Cascade Brawl. I don't have a deck breakdown for this because it is a 100 card singleton deck. If you ask in the comments, I can link the deck, but I'm not going to do so prior because I don't feel like very many people are going to be playing this game mode. But I do have a significant amount of vampire cards from a lot of different sets because it's an archetype of deck that I play very often. So I went ahead and threw together a vampire brawl deck in Rakdos colors because those are the ones that I primarily use. And I haven't played this event yet, so I don't know if this deck is any good. I do know that it is Cascade Brawl, so whenever we play a card, it is going to reveal cards off the top of our library and try to play a card of a cheaper mana cost than the one that we had last played. So I didn't really take much of that into consideration when making this deck. I kind of just threw together my entire collection of vampires that was legal for the format. So like I said, I don't know if this deck is any good, but I thought it would at least be fun to play and show off a randomly thrown together brawl deck. So I'll go ahead and get into games. I'm going for 3 wins, just like the rewards show down at the bottom, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Alright, so we are missing some red land here. We'll probably go for a mulligan. Because I don't... well, I could keep this and then wait until turn 3 where we can use Plaza of Heroes, so I will just keep this. I don't mind. I wish we were going first, though. We do have plenty of removal to kind of set up until we get Florian out, so... highly doubt he has any 0 drops in his deck. Gotta love that. So annoying. Not his fault, but... now my turn to do the same. At least mine went a little bit faster. Okay, we'll go ahead and put out a mountain. Honestly, it's probably going to be more beneficial to just maintain holding up removal until we can get Florian out. He probably does have 1 drops at least, so I'll give him that one. Kumano's a really good card that is no longer standard legal, but I used it a lot when it was. Got Florian out. I'm gonna just go with a Shoot the Sheriff so we don't have to worry about discarding anything. And we should get ourselves a little bit of a benefit here with a Blood Fountain. Now we can go Plaza of Heroes and get Florian going. I think that's a very fair option. And we're getting an Epicure, so even more blood tokens is really nice. Blood Spatter Analysis. I mean, I have to choose it, but it just goes away, unfortunately. Do have more removal. We're going to be on 4 mana this turn. I don't think we're going to be able to use the Sacrifice ability with Henrika, but I don't know. Yeah, he's going to have 2 creatures now. I think what I want to do is going to be go for the Throat on a Nim, because that is a very annoying card. Let's get a Stromkirk Noble. They're really good. And then, before I play anything else, I think I'm going to attack with Florian, because he does have First Strike. I'm okay with attacking with the Epicure too, because his creature is a 3/1. A lot of land, so we're going to take the Heartless Act and just go ahead and remove his creature. I'm going to use it now, because if I don't, I'll lose it. Kumano transforms. Goblin Bombardment, interesting. Weird choice there, in my opinion. I think now would be a good time to play Henrika and go for the sacrifice option. Those two creatures will be good to remove one, and I can get rid of the Epicure without missing too much. So let's go ahead and Henrika with Cascade. Both are humans, so neither can block my Noble. I'm fine with a Malakir Coldblade. Alright, unfortunately our opponent's just roping us now. I will have probably skipped a bit up to this point. I'm going to keep in this match if it's a win, just because I'm trying to just show you guys along how I'm going, but... Okay, we're going to go ahead and have everybody sacrifice. I'll get rid of an Epicure. Now we'll attack with our remaining two creatures. Looks like he's not going for any blockers. Noble gets bigger. Florian gets me the land I want. And we'll see if our opponent's going to play or continue to rope. Looks like they did wake back up, so that's good. For you guys, hopefully I will have just skipped the rope and not much else will have happened. Any attacks? Looks like yes. I'm inclined to just take that, I don't care. Alright, our turn. We did get a land, I'm just going to go ahead and play it. I am inclined to get rid of the roaming throne. We've got plenty of land, but yeah, I'll pay 3 life. Okay. And our opponent surrenders. We had a pretty good looking board here and a decent land. We were still going to be able to play a 2-drop after this, which I think would probably have been the Blood Artist. I should have played it first. The correct ordering for that definitely would have been Blood Artist, Bitter Triumph, get rid of the creature. It's because whenever... Blood Artist is out on the field, it's anytime a creature dies, not just a creature you control, so it would have actually triggered the ability from the Roaming Throne dying. Then we would have been able to attack in with a pretty significant attack. It would have increased the power and toughness of our Cullblade, meaning the Harried Spear Guard would have no good blocks. It is a human, so it could not block the Noble. Florian has First Strike, Henrika would be flying Lifelink and Death Touch, so we were also going to be gaining back some life. So, yeah, overall, they were not in a good position, and we actually pulled out a win there, so hopefully you guys like that one. Alright, we've got some good land, so I'm probably going to keep this. And I'll probably start with a Pulse Tracker. We do get to go first, which is pretty nice. Pulse Tracker going first is just because I feel like I would rather lose it over the Pit Fighter if I'm going to lose something. Yeah, unfortunately no 0-drops. I should really put some 0-cost something in here just so that I can get triggers off of that. I may do that before the 3rd game. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play Sokinzan. I am going to get the Pit Fighter going, even though I don't have a good Cascade off of it, and I could just hold up removal. I really will, though. I'm going to look through, just see if I have any mana rocks or anything I can throw in here as a one-of. I think that'll help a lot. Okay. Go with Fountain Port. We'll get Florian going. Get an Ichor Drinker. I don't mind that at all. Anything we take is going to be lost. I think I would most prefer losing the wedding announcement out of anything there. We're on 4 mana here, which isn't bad. I don't have anything for 4 that I want to play, so I think a Theater is perfect. Should have waited until after attacking with Florian to make that decision, though. But if we take that Falcon Wrath Forebear that we just looked at as our play for this turn, then that won't be too bad because we still have 3 mana up. He needs to do something to get rid of Florian now to keep me from getting things off the top. Even Interrupter isn't really going to do too much here. Because I didn't cast anything, he's just getting a blocker. And with that being said, I'm going to... Oh, I can't shoot the Sheriff on it. What is this ability? Discard a card, sacrifice a vampire, draw 2 cards. I think I'm fine with this. Best case scenario, he can get rid of one of the 1/1s, or the 2/1. Not a substantial loss on my part. And getting a 3-drop to play will be pretty nice. So what do we want to play? Ooh, the Markov Baron is actually way better, so we're going to take that. Oh, but it's more expensive because of the Interceptor. That sucks. Yeah, I didn't realize that, so that's a mistake on my part. I didn't realize it would increase the cost of whatever I picked. So we definitely have to get that out of here, which we can next turn, presumably. Maybe his Cascade will hit something that we can actually get rid of with our Shoot the Sheriff. I doubt it, but it would be nice. Yeah, doesn't look like it. And his Interrupter is not going to be able to flip the Invasion of Zendikar, so still no hits there. I was just really hoping to get that Cascade effect right here. But he got land. And now he's playing a 0-drop out of his hand. Not super useful. Okay. Let's get a land going, and then... I think that is fine. What do I have in my graveyard? Just that? Okay. Let's go with this, I think. It's going to be a really nice Cascade for 5. That's fine. Can't even play it because of the Interrupter, so that's annoying. Really need to get that thing out of here for sure. Because it's actually interrupting literally everything I'm trying to do. We're going to put the counters on Florian. No surprise there. And we're just looking, I guess, probably to get rid of a land this time. And the opponent's looking to be in a bit of a pickle. Yeah, we'll just take this Bloodfell Caves, because it's going to enter tapped no matter what, and I can't even play it, so I don't mind losing it. We only have the Pulse Tracker in the graveyard, so the Queen's Bay Paladin isn't the best play, but it certainly isn't bad as a 5-drop, but I think it may be better for us to go ahead and attack with Florian first and see what we can get from that. Okay, so he did destroy Florian, which is fine. That actually makes my plays a little bit easier. I'll probably actually just start with playing Florian. I don't mind that at all. Nighthawk's really nice too. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got 5, so we'll just play a 5-drop Florian. Get that 5-drop Cascade. Hungry for More is really nice, adds attack damage to our current turn. Yeah, so that's game 2 win there, not bad. Actually got to have some fun with our vampires this time. Was interesting. I do need to go ahead and add in a 0-drop in the deck. So I'm going to do that before the next game. Just like a mana rock that's a 0 or something, so that I have something to hit when I'm hitting these 1-drops. But anyway, yeah, we'll get into that next. Alright, let's see what we have here. I did add some truly unusual 0-drops into the deck that were legal for this format. There weren't many, and the one that I wanted to use was a mythic rare that I do not have, so I didn't go with that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. It should be interesting. Opponent goes first, which sucks, but we have a pretty workable hand here that's pretty strange because our Secluded Courtyard will work for our Noble. We also have Castle Dracula, which works for most of our things too, and Plaza of Heroes once we get legendaries out, so we could even get it for Sorin or Florian. So we've got some options here, even though it looks weird. I have been pinged by land. Secluded Courtyard, we're going to say Vampire. And get our Noble out, which will cascade into one of our 0s that we got. It is a bauble. So I can use this... Let's go ahead and sack it now. I'm gonna look at my own top. We're getting a land, which I'm actually kind of okay with. I get to go ahead and draw it on my opponent's turn. That doesn't seem like anything crazy, but it was totally for free, so it was like one of the only 0-drops I actually saw worth using. Because there were so few that were legal in this that actually looked like they were worth bothering with. We've got what can be a red land now. I think I will go ahead and play that so that we get a colored land. I also think a Blood Artist is pretty good here. I do want it. We'll see what 1-drop we get. Pretty okay with that. Use that on our creature and attack in if we want to. If they choose not to attack, or not to block, then we just gain stuff. If they do block, then we get a Blood Artist trigger, so it's pretty irrelevant. It's not huge either way, but at least we got value out of that card. I think it's hilarious that he's going with this Heir Apparent deck when Heir Apparent won't cascade into more of them. I feel like that's a misstep, personally, but I mean, they can do what they want. Yeah, decided not to do the cascade. Can attack us with an Heir Apparent if they want. Or maybe they'll just sit and forget it's their turn. Alright. So I want to go with Plaza of Heroes and Florian on this turn. I wish I could play that. Oh, I can actually because of this. So yeah, we'll play the Bloodthirsty Adversary and can't kick it, but we'll get the opportunity to attack with it, which I'm actually pretty happy with. Let's do the banner because I'm not going to be able to play either. Banner of Kinship would not have been a bad draw either, to be totally honest, but this is fine. go ahead and start making our own army of vampires rather than bunnies. Oh yeah, go for the throats, pretty nice. Let's get rid of one of these heirs. Blood Artist gets us a little ping action going. And we'll just make another vampire.
Out of my way.
And from that, I think I'm fine to just sit back. We'll exile this land because we can't play another land. I would be doing more in the way of attacking, but it's not really beneficial for us at the moment. Dominating Vampire could be interesting. They did have something to get rid of our lifelink Vampire. That's kind of sad, because it would have been a really good blocker for us, for sure. We do get another little ping from the Blood Artist. Just reminding you that it's here. No attacks, I think, is kind of unusual. What do we want to do here? Dominating Vampire is definitely a maybe. Let's do +1 on Soren first. It is a land, so I shall take it.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
I think going for a 5 is going to be good here. So I wanted to play an untapped land. We'll get the Cascade. Bonesaw is free. Gonna steal one of these heir apparents. Let's go ahead and attack with it. And I'll actually attack with that as well, see if they do anything. No blocks, so we're gonna get to look at the top of our library. Hungry for more isn't particularly useful here, so I think we're just going to take the land since we're not going to get to play it. And then I want to go Socialite here, I think. Got a nice little buff to all of our things. Bonehorde Dracosaur. This opponent's deck is so strange. Okay, what do we want to do here? So I think I am going to thin out my deck. I just like the way that feels better. Go for a mountain. I'm gonna attach this Bonesaw to Florian. And I think we're gonna attack like that, see what happens. Okay, I don't mind that. Got a long list of things that we could do here. Tempted, very, very tempted to go for the removal, but I think I want to go with the Markov Baron. Ooh, Dreadbore is exactly what I wanted. So we still got the removal. Get another Blood Artist trigger. And then I think I would like to make another blocker here. Yeah, so 3 wins. Was a lot of fun. I actually... Did I have fun? I did, actually, but I'm not answering you. But yeah, Vampires is a lot of fun in my opinion. They go kind of crazy if you don't get completely shut out. I think this opponent just had a really weird deck. I don't know what they were trying to do here. But Very synergistic in this kind of brawl singleton format. You get a lot of really good benefits. I threw in a couple of 0-drops, like I said, so that we were playing into this cascade just a tiny bit more with my 1-drops. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll probably be playing this event a little bit more while it's going on, probably even with this deck, just because it was fun. But hopefully it gives you some inspiration, something to do with this midweek Magic, and I hope you all enjoyed it.